So today I'm going to show you how to make the Ray of Sunshine collection bouquet. It is a bouquet kit that I offer in my shop. So what I have already done is I have dyed my flowers. The ivory, this is how they naturally come. And then I have dyed my other flowers navy blue and of course the sunflowers yellow. So once I've done that, then you just go ahead and stem your flowers and then you're ready to make your bouquet. So what you want to do is take your star flower. All these items you get in your kit in my shop. I will post that link. And open up your star flower so you can easily grab it to add into your bouquet. And then you want to get your floral tape and get that ready, so that you have a nice good strip on your lap. And then you want to form your bouquet. So you go ahead and really it's all about looking. I like to form like a pretty rounded bouquet, and that's the style of this particular bouquet. So I'm doing the 3 flowers here, and then I like to take just a little bit of the star flower and add it in here around the sides. And I don't add it to every single area, but a good amount of it, because this bouquet has a lot of these star flower all around, and the star flower is really pretty. It has little flowers at the end of every single stem. And it gives it a whimsical, rustic look. So, go ahead and keep adding. I usually add a bit more ivory than the navy because the navy pops so much, and the ivory really settles it down, but it also kind of also helps the navy pop a little more as well with the contrast of the colors. Now the star flower, sometimes it has little bitty things that go off in the air and make your nose tickle a little bit. That's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and probably put navy blue here. Add some yellow sunflower. Now I'm making a medium size right now. So in the medium kit, you get 20 3-inch flowers, and that does include the sunflowers, and the sunflowers are about 2 to 3 inches. We've got that going on so far. So I like to really look at it. I like to make sure that I have one of the sunflowers somewhat in the middle there. And try to make them as even around as possible, so they are throughout your bouquet. Now I offer these as kits, and I also offer to create them for you. So if you want this bouquet but you don't want to have to make it, that's okay, I'll make it for you. I have those 2 different options in my shop. But as you can see, it's really not hard to make. Just keep holding on and place your flowers where they need to go. There we go. Let's do a navy blue. Now you can always adjust your flowers up and down as you go as well. Let's see there. Nope, you know what? Pretty soon here I'm going to want another sun Put the sunflower here. Okay. Now I have tons of different kits in my shops of bouquets that I've created, and what's great is all of my bouquets you can customize the color. So for instance, if you love this bouquet but you don't need the navy blue, you need more of like say a blush pink, then that's easy. All you do is order the blush pink dye. So when you're ordering, you just leave a note and you say, instead of the navy blue, I'd like blush pink, or you know, burgundy, whatever color you'd like. And I will include it. So hopefully you guys can see this as I'm creating it. I know I'm looking at it a lot, but I just have to kind of go around now so it's more rounded on the outside. So I've got the centers going pretty good. I've got all of the sunflowers set. All right, so let's see, what do I want to do? Let's do some starflower. As you can see, I use a decent amount, but they are kind of little here. You don't want to use too much as you're doing your bouquet, because you're also going to put the starflower around the base of the bouquet. Definitely, we don't want to do navy blue, navy blue, navy blue, so we definitely want to add in here some ivory. Like that. Now we can adjust these as needed. Okay. Put the size here, see what we got going on. That's what we got so far. Okay. Now if you get some starflowers sticking up like that, I like just to take a few out. We do want it to kind of, you know, stick up there, but we don't want too much, right? We want it to look cohesive. We're getting pretty close to being done here with the flower portion. And let's see, I think I want to do some more starflower first. Here. And that navy blue in, and this last one here. Okay. You know what? So, not on purpose, what I did was I did the same 3 flowers in a row. I don't like doing that. I like them to be different. So, I am going to take this peony over here, and I'm going to swap it for this one. Let's twist, put the peony over here. All right, now I still need to adjust some of these flowers up and down so that it creates like a nice round bouquet. But first, because I have them placed pretty much where I want them, I'm gonna wrap it up so it's easier on my hand. So I'm gonna put some floral tape around here. Just hold it firmly. Down and twist down. And you don't need to go too far down. Just enough for it to secure it. Okay. You can cut or rip that, either one. I like to glue the floral tape, because I just noticed that sometimes it doesn't always stick right to it and stay. So now it's gonna stay. So I have my bouquet here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look from the top mainly at first, and I'm going to make sure that it looks good. So I'm gonna go, oh, this navy blue one's kind of down, so I'm gonna pull it slightly up. Same thing here. And this also makes your bouquet a little bigger as well, as you're pulling them out a little more so you can see them from the top. Sometimes you need to push them in. Let's see, get this sunflower. I'm gonna push the sunflower down a little more, push this ivory one at the top in. So really you're just looking at it from the top and the sides to make sure that it's how you want it to be. Move some star flower a little bit if you have any holes. All right, let me see here. Yep. It's absolutely beautiful, right? So you have your start of your bouquet here, or more than a start, good amount here. Okay, so once you have that, it's up to you, but I like to go in right above the floral tape and put my glue gun kind of in there and just carefully squirt some of it so that the flowers stay in place. They will still stay in place if you don't do this, but you could technically pull the flowers out. So with shipping the items and any type of handling like that, I just like to put some hot glue in there, which makes them a bit more secure. Try to keep them in place of where I want them. Okay. Excuse me. So we're going to let that dry, which won't take too long. All right, so you want to make sure you still have your floral tape here. And once that dries, your next step is going to be to grab this star flower. Okay. Get a little bundle here, and oh man, it has little things that fly off, tickle your nose. All right, so it really only happens when you're creating it, so you don't have to worry too much when it's actually in the bouquet there. So you kind of fan it out like this. And that hot glue, let's see, yep, it's about dry. It's not perfectly dry, but it'll do. All right, so what you do with this to add your star flower around it and at the base, we're first gonna start with the around. So you're going to hold it down here. And you're kind of pull it as you go around. And you'll have to adjust it as needed. I'm holding quite a bit in my hand. I would probably actually get less now that I'm doing it because it's a little hard. So let's take a chunk out so that we can make it exactly how we want it. Here. And a little more over here, right? So trust me, this will all come together. It looks a little messy right now, but it will all come together. So you go like that, and then you just spin it. Take some more of your star flower. Do the same thing all the way around. And what's nice is once you have it all done, you can go around and look at the star flower, and if you have any straggly star flower that you don't like how it's hanging or anything, you can always take it out. Okay. We're getting there. We're almost there. Let's see. And now with the DIY kits or really anything, you're always welcome to send me a message in my shop and I can help you. So I'm always there if you have any questions when you're making them. And then I like to make these videos, so hopefully it makes it easier on all my customers who order from me. Okay, so now we have it around here, and you can see it at the top here. Hold you up. Okay, so once you have that, then you go ahead and do a little wrap again with your floral tape. Whoops, hold on. Wrap it around. You don't want to get too high because we're going to put more star flower right here so that you can see it when you're holding the bouquet. Wrap some floral tape. You don't need too much again. All right. Glue that in. Okay. So you won't believe it. I was recording and my video stopped and I didn't know it, and I finished this bouquet, but I didn't catch all of it on video because my video had stopped. So when I stopped and I was completely done, I looked at it and part of it wasn't even on there. So this is the finished bouquet that I just created for you. But the same customer also needed a mini bouquet. So what I've done is I've gotten to the steps that we were before on this one so that I can finish showing you what to do. So that one is finished. This one, we're gonna go ahead and add the star flower around the bottom. So hopefully the video doesn't turn off on me again. I'm not sure why that happened, but we're gonna go ahead and set this down. Grab some star flower. And you wanna spread it out up and down a bit so that it's not all in one row. So it gives a good look there. And so you take your bouquet and place it right underneath here. Okay, and then you move your star flower, I'll make that one, move your star flower up and down so that it fills up the space underneath your flowers. Now this is the mini size. This size is really good for like a junior bridesmaid, a flower girl. Some people do it for their toss bouquets. I have had some people use them as bridal bouquets because they're looking for just something petite, which is totally fine. It's all up to what you would like to hold on your wedding day and what works for you. So we're just going to keep adding the star flower around, covering up the base there. Okay. Now you want to kind of adjust it up and down, take out any ones you don't like. This one doesn't want to come out, there it goes. So this right here kind of has a hole, so I'm going to adjust that. And I'm going to add just a tiny bit more here in this section because there's a hole up here. And there is a few that I don't like here. They're kind of like sticking out funky, and I don't like that. So I'm going to remove those ones. They're kind of like dipping down or something, I don't know. So I removed those, but I'm going to grab a few straight ones in its place, so there aren't any holes. And then one last look at going around and making sure that your stems are pretty much covered. You don't really want to see those too much. It doesn't matter if you see them some, because I mean flowers have stems, right? But I like them somewhat covered, especially because that's the design of this bouquet. Once you have that filled up to your liking, you are going to put floral tape around the base. Oh, it's giving me chills. Worked out so perfect on that medium one. I wish that video would work. But that's life, right? Doesn't always work how you think it's going to, and sometimes it works maybe better because now you get to see what the mini size looks like, right? Okay, so we have all the star flower on there. We're gonna wrap it with floral tape right underneath this star flower. And you're gonna go a decent amount down, not too far down, because you want to cover up the floral tape with your ribbon. Right. Okay, that's a good amount. Let's save that floral tape here. Glue that on. Okay, so now you've got that, so we want to trim our bouquet. So you kind of eyeball it, I would say about right there. So come in with our wire cutters. If you don't have wire cutters and you're using scissors, you can use scissors. Could damage them a little bit because you're cutting into a wire. But if you're going to use scissors, you're going to want to cut one wire at a time. It is not going to cut a bundle like this one would. Okay, and there we have it. All set with trimming that. One last step, adding your ribbon. This one comes with navy blue ribbon, but that's customizable. You can have any color ribbon you like. So you just add a bit of hot glue going straight up here. And we place the ribbon. So the top part of the ribbon, I put a little bit of hot glue and put the ribbon there. And then on this side here, I'm just gonna add a little bit of hot glue so it really stays in place. And then I like to add a bit more hot glue to the top of the ribbon there where we started, so that this goes right over the top. And you want to make sure it lines up at the bottom so that it looks nice all the way around. And then you just twist up. Okay. Twist, twist, twist. Okay. When you get to the top area here, you're going to hold it with your thumb in the back here, and you're going to make sure you're over the floral tape just a tad. Take your hot glue and put a little bit of glue on that floral tape and place the ribbon over it, and then let that dry just a little bit. You're not going to want to keep going around because it's going to start covering up your star flower as you're trying to cover up your floral tape. So you actually have to kind of let it fold down, and it kind of does like a fold here, and you just let it do it. Let it do that nice fold. It just looks really nice, and it completes the bouquet handle. So you let it fold, right? And then you go all the way until the floral tape is not showing. Take a little bit of hot glue, and then you're going to cut your ribbon, but you're going to leave a little bit extra hanging off there, like this, okay? And that's because you're going to put some hot glue here, and you're going to fold the top part down. Then you're going to put a little bit of hot glue here and fold it in. That is so it gives you a nice edge there on your ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and do that part really quick here. Okay. Okay, so once you have that, you're going to wrap it around, and you're going to put a little bit of glue right here, and then it will just place right in where it needs to place. So let's go ahead and hot glue that. Okay, make sure there isn't any hot glue coming off of it or anything, so it looks nice and pretty. And does not have a flower on it, so I just turned it off. It can happen. It doesn't look bad if you keep it either, it's just rustic. Okay, that is a mini bouquet and a medium bouquet, and this is the Ray of Sunshine collection. And I will put that link there for my shop in case you would like to order it. Thank you so much for watching my video. Have a great day.